What's up, guys? We're back with another video. This one, we finally bought something that we've been after for a while. Finally found one for a decent deal. 88 Ford Rollback. Now in this video, we're gonna see if we can get this thing back on the road, back working, so we can use it. This ain't gonna be a flip. We're gonna keep it. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the truck and tell you what's going on. All right, this is I've learned a little bit about Fords for this. This is a F Super Duty. It's an 88 model, and the F Super Duty in 88 was basically like an F450. It's got a few bigger suspension things going on than the regular F350 did. So let me tell you what I know. First thing I know is, all right, the F Super Duty had 10 lug wheels. They're just 16s, but they are 10 lug. I don't think the suspension's any stouter, but it has a 10 lug rear end with rear disc brakes in 88. I thought that was pretty impressive for Ford to do. And I think the GVWR on this is a little bit higher than just the 350. This one's 14.5. So to give you a little backstory on this, bought this from a guy who had some health issues and just quit using it. He kind of shut his shop down. This thing has sat for about 10 years. He did go crank it every now and then a little bit, but I don't think it was a whole lot. I think it's set for a while. Now, I'm kind of in the future. We had a little foul up, guys. Somehow or another, I have lost the clip of us very first pressure washing this thing and everything. So what you're seeing now is clean. I mean, it looked terrible when we first got it. But I've lost all that footage, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to it, but we'll be picking up in the video here in just a second with what we do have on us getting it running and all that stuff. But that's just a little bit of what's going on with it. And so I'm not going to spoil the rest of the video. So here we go with that. And we're going to fall back into what clips I do have. All right, guys, back out here today on the Rollback. Let me show y'all where we got here. It turned out pretty good. I hate that paint's coming off right there. That's what happens when you leave a magnet on there forever and ever. So actually, I'm gonna have to peel some of that off. Inside, we did pull the seat because this thing was filthy. We're just gonna have to clean it as best we can. It stinks in there too. Stinky poo. Pressure washed off up here good as we could. I pulled the air cleaner. I had to throw it away because it is junk. I don't know what we got going on here. Brake fluid's low. It's got a Hydro Boost on it. But we're getting ready to put some batteries in this thing and see what happens. Let me wipe y'all off. It's so dirty. There you go. Yeah, cleaned out all back here on the bed. We're definitely gonna have to put us a little coat of paint on this bed. Sides or something. Starting to get a couple rough spots. It's a little thin right now. But yeah. Starting to get a little rust down here too.
A little.
Just a little, man. If Tata's here. Zone will be down here in a minute. So let us get these batteries in here. Really need some new cables, y'all, and some ends. Oh Lord, I might have to get something to clean them off. But We'll see if it runs first. I have not heard this thing run. And that's probably not a good thing. Alright, trying to get the batteries hooked up. Sona's here now. I don't know if these cables are gonna work or not, y'all. They look terrible.
Yeah.
They do look a little rough there, buddy.
Maybe, just maybe. Maybe they'll work long enough for us to crank it. Like, this one looks just hideous.
I forgot that there's two.
Yes. Yes, ma'am, that they're it. Back up off me, yo.
You're putting that in the video, right?
Why you ain't getting no spark when you did that just now?
Now let me get my key. Let me get my key. Alright, y'all.
Try your key.
Let me try my key.
You got any power in there, buddy?
They can figure out the key.
Probably not.
Ooh, it stinks.
I brought the only screwdriver that twists. Let's see if the lights are on.
I think so. It's hard to tell. Yeah.
The lights ain't on.
Yes, they are. Look.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I need another screwdriver, y'all.
You seen that video, bro?
Okay, we got a different screwdriver.
Like a little bunch of cheers is over here blowing the horn. I don't know what's... They've just tore this plumb out of here.
You gotta hold your tongue right.
I ain't doing something right, am
And
I?
he ain't doing it right.
The flashers. God.
You sure this thing ain't stolen?
I hope not. We may have to put a whole steering column in this thing before we can even try to crank it.
Got all excited for nothing.
Well, if the key's on, well, the key may not actually be on. Sound too good, doesn't it? But see, this column like this, I don't know where to put this to get the glow plugs to click on or nothing. Getting oil pressure now. I don't know if we're getting fuel.
I ain't heard no fuel pump.
Well, you might hear it on this. Wish I...
Okay.
Alright guys, we got a leaky injector right there. It was just bubbling. It's still bubbling a little bit if you can see it. So it's definitely not going to crank with that.
No.
Maybe we can get it to do a little something. Gotta be careful with the starter fluid though. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're gonna give it a little snort. A little snort. A little snort. But it probably ain't gonna run with that injector like that. Here we go, hang on. Give her just a little snort while I'm cranking.
Hang on.
Not much.
If I can reach that far. I can't record while I do it. Alright, ready?
You got it. You can't turn it up that far. There you go.
I think we got a little work to do.
Yeah, man.
I'd say.
That injector's leaking pretty bad.
Just tighten it down, it's fine.
So I'm gonna have to go to diesel school, YouTube diesel school, on this and see what the deal is. I mean, it is turning over. That's a good sign. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna have to look that up and see if that's just that rubber piece. Well, this one's leaking some too, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, well, the back one's leaking. They're all leaking. Yay! All right, guys, we're back out here. For y'all, it's been a few seconds. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks since I've been able to get out here and test this. Y'all saw where we cleaned it up and everything, and I ordered the fuel injector kit because, like I said, these it's not real bright out here, but these return lines and stuff on top of here, there's some O-rings inside of there that are leaking. So we got a whole kit over here, new fuel filter and everything, and we're going to change all these return lines, all these O-rings, and I also found another steering column. I was able to find another column that was not the easiest column I've ever found. Being a straight drive truck with cruise and tilt, I had a little bit of a time finding that one, but we got one. Steering wheel's a little chewed up on it, so I don't know if I'll swap it or I might just put a steering wheel cover on it. So let's dive into getting these O-rings swapped. All right, guys, these are 5/8 lines. Ouch. Kind of tight. So let me get these broke loose, and I'll show you what we got to do here. I actually may have to take all of them loose because I don't think these are metal lines, so they're not going to just move out of my way easily, I don't think. So let me get all these loose. Okay. Well, I'll be honest, guys, I'm going to have to probably just kind of bend them out of the way. Which may be a fun time when I try to get them back on. Let me get some cutters. I did not bring any cutters. It's going to make this easier. All right, I'm just going to cut these because we got new line anyway. And it's going to make it easier for me to get it off. That last one, I guess we'll take it off. All right, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, y'all see this coupler right here, okay? And then right on here, if y'all can see it, there's 2 O-rings. One there at the bottom. And that top one's pretty shot. It's pretty flat. So let me show you this kit we got. All right, let me show you this kit we got on Amazon. There's the part number. It's Delphi 7135276, and it just comes with, okay, it does have the new cups, and it comes with new cups, new clamps, new O-rings, and some return hose to go. That's all it is to go in between each one. And some people said it was going to be easier if you made this outside, which I could see that, and hook all 4 of them together and then just slide them on all at one time. And yeah, that's probably going to be easier. So we'll pull these off, and then I'll show y'all about putting this together. Alright guys, we're in here on the table. I'll show you this one because I got it all, took it all off together. So all we're going to do is get these new ones. So we'll get them open. And you know, you're going to have a couple like this one that sits this way. And we're just going to cut us new pieces of this line right here they give us. We're going to use these new clamps and go down and make a new one basically. I'm going to do this one over here that I've cut already. So here, I'm going to move this one out of the way. So we're just going to take this. Now that piece was running up to the hard line connection right here, so we just need a short piece, and it ain't got to be exact. I might cut it a little long, well, or I might cut it a little short. So we're just going to take this line. I'm just using some needle nose. Well, I said I was. I'll put it on there. Put this on here. That's definitely have tight fit on there. And just gonna put our line up to it. I mean our clamp up to the end. That's pretty much it. We're just gonna go down the line with these. With this one I've cut here. This one went something another like this. And we'll just mimic this, make us a new piece. And then we'll do the same for this side. And then when I get back out there, I'll show you. There's one line I'm thinking about not replacing, but I don't know, because when I took this one loose from up at the fuel filter housing, it just broke. So this line is pretty dry. So I may replace it, but I'll show y'all that when let me get these made up and we'll go back out. Alright, let me see if I can get this on camera. I'm just going to take a pick and hook these O-rings and pull them off, which that one just broke, which don't matter, but that shows you. Oh man, yeah guys, that O-ring is really brittle and dry, so that's why we're having so much leaking. They've just sit here and dried out where the truck sat so long. So let me pull all these off. Like I said, there's 2 on each one. And we'll put our new ones on there, and then we'll be ready to put this line back on. Alright, we got it slipped down on there, the new one. I will say this. You're going to have to make sure you get these lines cut pretty close. If they're a little bit long or a little shorter, but if they're too long, you're going to have troubles getting this back on. And one other thing, this one came with these copper washers. I said that in there. The only thing I can figure is maybe that goes down underneath that injector or something, but I'm not pulling the injectors all the way out, so we're not going to worry about that. This is the line I'm talking about. I don't know whether to replace or not. Look at this thing, guys. It runs underneath this canister and comes out over here and hooks up. I really need to try to get it off and put a new one on there, but it's not going to be easy, because this hose they give us here is just like fuel line hose. It's a lot bigger than this stuff. It's this factory stuff. So I don't know, trying to run that down through there might be a pain. But I don't know, we'll figure out if we're gonna do it or not. I don't know. Because it turns and goes down. I thought about just running it up here, but it turns and lays down so much. I may see if I can fish a new hose up down through there. If I can get a new hose just to go down under it pretty easy, we'll replace it. But right now I'm gonna get these. Oh, and this one, let me show you this one front one right here on this passenger side. This one right here, it's got this stand-up piece on it. So that screws down first and then the line screws into that. So not sure what that extension's for, but just look through it, make sure it's clean. All right guys, that's it. Let me go. I got to make the other line and put it on. I got to change the O-rings on this side. So let me do all that, because you know what we're doing there, and then we'll be back. All right guys, we got that all buttoned up, put back together. New line. I was able to fish that one back there in the back across. So it makes me feel better that I got that one replaced too. New line coming up to here to the fuel filter housing. So now that we got that tied up, on to the next issue with cranking it. I know y'all are saying just hurry up and crank it. Well, I can't. I really feel like there's something wrong in the steering column on the wiring. As you see, it's all jacked up right here. And the key, they lost the key, so they tore out the cylinder lock. And it's also rusted. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. Yeah, you can see that pretty good. It's rusted pretty bad. It's actually, let me see, show you. See, it's rusted all the way around that. So the whole column's loose. And like I said, I was able to find another column, which wasn't easy, but I did find one. So now, I guess we're gonna start tearing this column out and get it swapped out. That way we do have keys with a new column, and then we'll be able to try to crank it. Alright, first thing, I guess I gotta figure out all this stuff, how it comes off, comes apart without tearing it up, hopefully. So, well, that's easy enough. I almost say somebody might have had that apart. And this thing is a might bit smelly in here since it's been sitting. So we're gonna have to definitely do some cleaning. Come over there. I don't want to cooperate. Let go, let go. All right, well, okay. Yay. Well, I guess that's all we had to do. And guys, this, oh, I see why that's stuck in there that way now. This fuel pump switch is supposed to be screwed into the back side of that. But it looks like we've had a little issue. I may be able to find another one of those. Like I said, I really plan on keeping this truck and using it, so kind of want everything to be right, everything to be tip top. Okay, so let's just pop this other side off. All right, let me unhook these wires, y'all. One of the bolts is missing right there, so that's not helping the steering column issue either. So let's get all this unplugged. I gotta take that bolt out right there, and then all them ones on the firewall, which I will probably take the ones out of the firewall first, because this one is holding it up off my head right now. So that's pretty much how it comes out. And then you got one out on... Ouch. You got one out here, I'll show you. Right down in there where the shaft comes out. Right there. Right there. Gotta get that one out too. And it's a 1/2 or 9/16, I can't remember. These ones at the firewall's 3/8, and that big one's 9/16. Alright, so I'm not gonna be able to hold this. Zona's not here with me. So let me just work for a few minutes and then I'll get back with y'all. Okay. I just found out why things wasn't jihad and wasn't working. Look what happened to this plug when it unplugged. It fell apart in my hand. And it's been melted. That's not good at all. Then you can see right there it's got hot. Very hot. Guys, this is like the main cable coming into the steering column. And it just fell apart in my hand. Look at that. Somebody look at it. Yeah, it's still falling apart. I just love it. That just put a damper on my spirits. Big time. I don't know what to do. Let me look at this a little bit closer here, but it's not good. I'll show you all this right here too. See how this is just, that's supposed to be still held to that, not just flopping around. And the shaft came out instead of coming off the thing. I'll get that off in a minute. But yeah, this ain't good. This ain't good at all. But that kind of answers my question on when we hooked the battery up and everything. See, if you push on this rod right here, see this rod that runs down here to this box, that's what, when you push that down, that's what will turn the ignition on. Well, I was wondering when we were messing with it, I had no power to anything else. I mean, I could push the rod down and it would turn over, but the windows, lights, nothing wanted to work. So I kind of see why now. And guys, that harness is probably not going to be just another end to unplug. That's going to be all back up in that dash. All right, well, let me look at it a little closer. Alright guys, I don't have much choice. We're going to have to track that down. I might could get a wiring diagram and sit here and put every one of them back in. But then if I do that, I mean, you see how close those are together. If you do that, then all it's going to take is you hit it or something and two wires touch, and then you got a mess like we got already. So let me see if I can get a hold to the guy I got the column from, because I know that one, that should be the same plug. See, this is why it takes me so long to do a video. I run into stuff like this, and then boom, there's another couple days added me trying to find a plug. So, all right, guys, well, let me see if I can get a hold to him, and that's probably going to shut it down for today. But we'll see what we got.
Go.
All right, guys. Yesterday, I went and got us a new plug. I was a little confused because this one has 10 wires on it. This come off a gas truck, it's got 8 wires. So for anybody that runs into messing with this ignition thing, the other 2 wires are the glow plugs. That's it. That's the only difference between this plug on a gas and a diesel. So come around here, Zona.
I'm back today, y'all. I know you missed me.
Alright, so on this end, which is all that's left on this plug, All right, you see the purple wire and purple wire right here. Then the red and blue, red and blue. This one right here with 2 wires on it goes right in that hole, and it's for the glow plugs. That's the only difference. So what I'm actually going to do, instead of cutting all these wires and splicing them and all that, is we're going to pull them out of this and just repin them into this plastic piece. So let me do that. I'm going to have to do them one at a time because I do not want to get them mixed up. And all you got to do is stick down in here, and I don't know if y'all can see that on the camera or not, and pull that back, and they'll pop out. So we're going to do that, sit here and do each one of these, and we'll be back when we get that done.
All right, y'all, we got a steering column. Yay! With an actual ignition switch. Yay! That steering wheel looks like crap.
As soon as I get this shaft hooked up.
All right, y'all.
All right, we're going to check some fluids here before we try to do some crank after we knock everything off.
Yeah.
Who bought this big bottle to have to deal with? Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, good job. That, maybe I should have done it.
Okay, we may have to take that part off. I hate to show somebody that I spilled that much brake fluid. That's ridiculous.
All right, y'all, we
Where's the
just
lid?
filled the brake fluid up.
Okay,
And
yeah, and I spilled just about a half a gallon.
you just said you... And
I wasn't going to show you all that, but yeah.
we got antifreeze. We're good on that. We're about to change the oil.
Okay, yeah, we're going to change the fuel filter.
That's what it is.
Let's check the oil. It's a little low, but it's still enough in it because we're going to be changing it. So we're going to leave it alone.
For now.
Now, I got to see if I can get this fuel filter off. And I don't have a wrench that big except for this contraption. And I don't even halfway know how to work this thing. Let's think about this a minute. Alright, we got to go back to me.
No, that's righty tighty.
We got to go back to me, don't we?
No, that's right. 'Cause
Huh?
look, you're turning it. Look. You're turning
No,
it.
that's going to be, if you go upside down, that's tightening. Back to you.
Oh, why is it upside down?
Well, it goes up from the bottom.
Oh.
Okay, let's see if this fancy contraption even works. Hopefully somebody didn't put it on extremely tight. I can tell you now, I don't like this. Oh, well, it worked.
Hey, we're good.
Oh, yay for the...
Rubber or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know where it comes from. Well, alright guys. Alright, where we're at is trying to get the air out of the system, and it's not going well. We finally got fuel shooting out of here. Finally. That took forever. I've cracked a few injectors trying to get it bled. But like I said, this thing ain't been cranked probably 10 years. So
It's being a pain in the rumpus.
yeah, it's being a big pain. I've hit it with a little bit of starter fluid.
In other words, he don't know what he doing.
I'm not a big diesel mechanic. No. We're going to turn it over some more, and I'm going to hold this straighter valve and see what we can do with that. And hopefully I don't get myself caught up in the fan or something.
That's not catching it, buddy.
Yeah, that's not working, is it? I thought it was going farther than that, but it's not. It's
Move
going
the
everywhere.
hose and sit it there.
It's not going to sit there.
While you hold it, yes. There. You'll have to hold it.
You did.
Who brought
You
this
got
bucket?
two hands.
You did.
All right, do it again. That's a steady I mean, it's getting a steady stream of fuel out, y'all. I don't know if maybe the Okay, wait a minute.
We're waiting.
Something else I read was about this shut off solenoid down in here. It's possible that is bad.
Hey!
We wasn't filming. Shut it off.
Oh yeah, we were!
Shut it off. Don't shut it off.
We were!
I'm sorry. We weren't filming?
Yeah!
Oh,
It was just a thing.
okay. We finally got it cranked. I hit it with one little bitty spot of starter fluid. Boom. It's actually running really good.
Oh, Poppy missed it.
Yeah, Poppy. That's awesome. Awesome. Get this stuff off.
Oh my goodness.
Rolling a little smoke. Rolling cold. I don't think that's the way we want it to be smoking. Yeah, it is running really smooth though, y'all. I mean, I expected it to blow some smoke.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot.
It's running very smooth. Hey, just a little plastic, don't worry about it. Just a little plastic, don't worry about it.
Did you get your rag off of the top?
I don't know what it was. Something went flying.
Will you walk that somewhere so it'll send the poppy?
Go down there and see how much smoke it blows when I rev it up. Clearing up at all?
Yeah, there's hardly any coming out. There's none.
What's that? What's that?
I don't know.
All of a sudden there's a tickety toppity. Sounds like it's gone. Sounds like exhaust. Alright guys, let's see if we got a clutch. Yeah, we got a clutch. I let that out a little too fast. Awesome. Let's turn our headlights on.
Hey, cap lights work.
Dash lights are really dim. Dash lights are really dim. We may have to remedy that. Let's see what we got.
That one don't.
Oh no, we got no taillights. Uh-oh. We got no taillights. That sucks. Well, they're supposed to have 3 in here too. We're trying to figure out what's going on with that.
You think it? Well, there's no bulbs in that one, and that one,
These,
it's not.
It might be just bulbs, wires, who knows.
Hopefully.
Let's see. Supposed to be lights in these running boards too, but they're not working.
Do you think those fuses blow?
what our gauges is doing in here, guys. Can't hardly see them, but temperature's not moved yet and very low oil pressure. I don't like that. And well, it's jumping around as I hit the dash, so that's probably not a good sign. And we got another upgrade we're going to do that we'll show y'all on in probably this video. Moment of truth. It's time to check the PTO and see if it works. See if the bed works. Alright. Got first clutch in. I heard it.
Sounds good, yeah.
It's running.
Oh wait, are you doing something with this? That?
Okay. Come back here, John. Alright, that's your wheel lift in and out. Working like it's supposed to. See what this one is. That's the winch. It's working. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's so cool!
Back.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It works!
That's awesome.
That's
Yay!
fantastic.
I've been wanting one of these for a long time.
That's dope.
That's great.
That's really good.
I'm not real sure about.
Oh,
That's got to go
our
up.
lights are working.
Oh, hey, hey, we'll turn the lights on. Hot dog. That's got to go up and down somehow too, y'all, but I'm not sure.
I thought you said you lifted it up and down.
Do I have to do it with a beam? Okay, I'm figuring out it's got a lock on the bed. It's got to come back and then go. I guess I have to use the bed itself.
All of our drinks are about to fall.
Oh, yeah, we got drinks. That's awesome. So everything is working like it should. Guys, it is getting dark, so we will be back tomorrow. I might probably mess with it some tomorrow, but we'll be back on it. All right, guys, back out here today. I just got through changing oil. I did not film that because I didn't see the need. I did get covered up, but normal black diesel oil, no sludge in it or nothing like that. I did hit the parts guy that I got the column from this morning. We got us a new air cleaner. The old one was all rusted up. So what we're gonna do now is, this thing is sitting where we usually Tata does his car cleaning right here. We were playing with the bed last night, making sure everything worked, and it does. But what I was gonna do is I'm gonna cold start this thing. We're gonna see how it cranks up this morning, and we're gonna pull it around there in front of the shop because I'm actually gonna get some new belts. I had to order an air filter. Shop parts store didn't have it. They did have my oil filter and oil. Like I said, we changed that. So, and I want to put new belts on it, and I'm gonna have to change some battery cables. They look pretty rough. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna drive this because I don't have a seat. So I'm gonna find me something to sit on and pull it around there. Okay. The cold start didn't go too good. I had to put a little starter fluid in it again. So we may have to let it run a little longer today. We didn't really let it run that long yesterday. So I think we're gonna have to let it sit here and idle for a good while. I am gonna try to move it over there in front of the shop. Y'all see my seat? We'll see how this goes.
No, it wasn't me this time. But he went to start it up and blew out a chunk of something. I think it's a mouse nest. I don't really know what that is. Yeah. Hey, this is kind of funny. And they got no power steering fluid? It wants to run smooth, but it's like, it needs to be like tuned up and ran a little bit, you know what I mean? Weird. Probably put my truck in a bad spot, but whoopsie daisy.
All right, guys, we're gonna stop this one right here. We got the truck over here in front of the shop and kind of waiting on parts. And so we're up to about an hour, so I'm gonna cut this video off. There will be a second part because we got a lot more to do. So y'all tune in for that part, and we appreciate you watching. Hit that like, comment, subscribe.